Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this review. The fact that you're willing to sacrifice a few minutes out of your day to consume my content really does mean the world to me. And Happy New Year's to everyone. It's the 1st of January today, and we're going to be reviewing the new Netflix release, What Happened to Mr. Cha. So What Happened to Mr. Cha is the latest Korean Netflix release, and honestly, I had no idea what to expect going into this film. All of the descriptions I read and all the promotional stuff I watched gave a very brief outline of what's going to be happening. We have this actor, Mr. Cha, who is past his prime and trying to recapture the limelight. That's all I was told in everything I watched and everything I read. And that's a very poor explanation of what happens in this film, because a lot of stuff happens in this film that is not included in that summary. But I'm not actually going to explain to you what that is, because it is a massive spoiler that I was not expecting, and it changed the course of the entire movie. And it actually lets us look at Mr. Cha and his character development in a very clever, unique way, because this idea of someone famous wanting to regain the limelight has been told many, many, many times. But I think this is a very clever, unique way to explain it. And I enjoyed that. So as I mentioned before, this is a Korean film. Now, I noticed with Sweet Home, they did release English dubs a few days after its initial release. They have not yet released English dubs for this film. I do not know if they will. So you're going to have to watch it with subtitles unless for whatever reason you magically understand Korean. Okay, if you do, then you're going to have a great time watching this movie. If you don't, just watch with the subtitles. But honestly, it's a great film that you can immerse yourself in, and it's not really a hassle. So I'm just going to put a pause to the review right there to ask you a quick question from my sponsor. Do you like cars? Scratch that. Do you like memes? Actually, wait, no. How's about this? Do you like cars and memes combined? Well, if your answer is yes, then I've got a perfect solution for you. Head over to Instagram and type in SuperCarSpotter69 for the best cars and memes content on the planet. But he doesn't just make memes. Oh no, it's not just that simple. He also makes car reviews. And if you're just thinking these are supercars, you are completely wrong, because he likes to review the weird and wacky as well. There's one thing that SuperCarSpotter69 focuses on as well, that is community. He plans to be the funniest car community on Instagram. So guys, he's open to DMs. If you have any submissions, send them his way and he'll gladly share them. Guys, check it out, SuperCarSpotter69. In regards to performances, this movie held up. Most of the film actually focuses on mainly 3 or 4 characters. Mostly Mr. Cha, his manager, and 2 other characters that continuously get involved with this movie. It's a very small, intimate cast, but each performer holds their weight and no one feels out of place. So performance-wise, this movie was strong, this movie was good. In terms of atmosphere, I don't want to say too much because that's going to give away a large portion of the movie. But it is a very well-made film in that regard. At the end of the day, this is a very, very, very intimate film. Not a large ensemble cast at all. As I said, 4 or 5 characters maximum. And it's a very simple story told in a more extravagant way that I'm used to in regards to, as I mentioned before, just a simple celebrity trying to recapture the limelight. But they try to do it in a very intimate, personal, sincere way, which I appreciated. This movie also had quite a few really, really funny moments. I wouldn't really consider this movie a comedy. I would consider it more of a drama with comedy elements in it. But there were quite a few scenes where I chuckled to myself. They were quite funny, especially earlier on in the movie. Mr. Cha's busy walking around his dog Twinkle, and they have these really cute interactions. And it's a Chihuahua as well. You know, I've got my own Chihuahua, so anything with a Chihuahua, in my opinion, is automatically a win. I've said this with all of my international reviews so far. Whether it's Equinox, Sweet Home, or Ragnarok, I'm really enjoying being exposed to these new cultures. And I really feel like these more alternative ways of watching movies, not just stuff coming from Hollywood or from America or from Europe, but from other corners of the world. I'm really enjoying these more unique approaches to filmmaking. Korean films are so incredibly different to the way Americans make their films. And it's engaging and entertaining. You pick up on a lot of similarities between Sweet Home and this movie, What Happened to Mr. Cha. They're so incredibly different. The genre is different, the style is different, but you can pick up on the similarities that these filmmakers have. And you don't realize that if you only watch exclusively American movies, but you don't realize that there's a different recipe for all of these different cultures and how they make their different movies. I noticed that as well when I was busy watching AK versus AK and how similar it was to Drive, both Bollywood releases. So guys, again, I urge you, please watch international releases. Don't restrict yourself simply to Hollywood, okay? Because you are missing out on a massive variety of quality content. And so guys, to sum up my review of What Happened to Mr. Cha, a really unique way to tell a story that's pretty much been done to death, a really good core ensemble of characters performed really, really well, a beautiful, unique setting that is incredibly intimate but still well thought out. So guys, if you're looking for something to do to start off your year, to start off 2021, I would recommend you watching this film. It's a small, nice, little fun film that anyone can watch and anyone can enjoy. Guys, thank you so much for watching this review. You guys are the best, you're awesome, and I hope to see you in another video.